Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to build a website in Wix from a Figma design. Okay. We are continuing a video series where I will be building the websites in all the front-end technologies using the same Figma design. So for now we have already created a website in Webflow using this Figma design and the same in WordPress Elementor. So you can check those videos. I will be pasting the links in the description and on the cards. So without wasting any more time, so let's get started. Today we are going to learn how to create an account in Wix, how to set up your first website. I will quickly show you the layout of the editor, how to set a global styling like the font family, like the colors, how to upload all the assets like images, media files like videos, etc. How to create navbars, how to make custom navbar like adding external links to the navbar, how to add external links to the menu, how to make click to section menu, how to build full custom website. That is what we will do. How to make it responsive, create a global footer for all the pages. We will do, after the website is created, we will do some fixing, some bugs fixing, and some boring lectures at the end of the video. So let's begin. Let's start by creating an account in Wix. So let me give a click. I have already an account with Wix, so I will continue with Google. So let me create a new site. Here I see Wix will help us build a site. If you are new to the editor, you will see a AI that will help you to create a site. But here for this tutorial we will be creating a custom site, so I will set up without chat. Now you see in that in every website you have created, you will see a design site option at the top right hand side. Click on that. I will go with I will not go with design with AI. I will go and pick a template. I will select a blank template. You have lots of template to go with from Wix. Wix has already lots of template. You can select one of those and you can build your site within seconds. For now, for this tutorial, I will go with blank site from scratch. Start from scratch. So I will edit this site. So if you are not familiar with Wix, so I will very quickly go with the layout because this is not a crash course. We will start building the website. So if you I would recommend that you check out my crash course. So I will very quickly go with this tutorial with this layout. So on the left hand side you see the elements or the components for to build a website. Okay, at the top you see the tools and the responsive tools for the pages, to select a domain, to go undo or redo, to zoom the site, and tools and search for the elements, quick search. And at the very top we see to save the site, to preview the site, and to publish the site. And in the left hand side you get more controls for your website like SEO, favicon, for basically for the social engine optimization we will see at the top, as well as for the value editor we can turn this on. For this video we are not using value editor for any custom code, so I will leave that turn off. So now in the left hand panel let me click on add elements. So these are the elements to design your site. So this is the text element, these are the images. Wix has a huge library for images which you can use for your website. We have different kind of buttons here. We have this strip that acts as a section. We have like lines, decorative actually. We have all different lines and useful elements to build a site. We have the box to create a container or a div if you are familiar with HTML CSS. We have a gallery from where we can add images. We have a menu, so there are lots of predefined designs which we find in Wix. We have contact forms, so we have videos, we have interactives like sliders, pop-ups, hoverbox, tabs. Tabs was not when I started building websites in Wix, like back in 2017, there were no tabs here. There are a lot of features that is continuously they're adding. We have list, we have embed code to embed YouTube videos, iframes, or HTML to the site. We have social icons, we have payment to integrate payment system. We have CMS. It is a very important thing if you are building a blog site or a dynamic site. We have a blog section that is similar to CMS, but it is different in Wix. We have a store. If you are setting up an e-commerce site, then this is where you go and add to site. That will help you to create an online shopping or e-commerce site in seconds in Wix. We have bookings to schedule an appointment or book an appointment in Wix. We have events. We have restaurant. If you have a restaurant business, we have a dedicated new setup. Actually, this works as same as the store, but it is dedicated for the restaurants. We have community for a member area, like if you have different users to sign up for your website from your website, we have this members area. And my design, there are whenever we create any design and we want them to use in our website on different pages, then we save them and we can see that design here. So this was a quick overview of the layout. These are the layers. Okay, in the bottom left hand side you see this button, click on that to show us the layers, header, page, and the footer. For now I will leave that as it is. The important thing here is the tools, and once we click on tools we will see a toolbar. Select that. This will help you to give custom width, align items, copy and paste, a lot of things to do with this toolbar. So let's start building. Before we start dragging and dropping the element and start building the site, we must make some defaults for the website, like the font family, the color, the images. So I will do what? I will make some defaults that will increase our efficiency. So let's start. So in Figma, if we check, if you double click it, you will check each and every font family. The font family for this simple landing page is Roboto. So we will make that in Wix. So in the left panel you see there is site design. We need to click on that. So the color we will be changing in a moment. First we will be changing the font family. So click on the text theme. By default it has Helvetica bold. We will be changing it to Roboto bold. In paragraph 2 you see Helvetica. We will be changing it to robot. So by this we have changed the font family for the site. Now I will go back and change the color theme. To change the color theme, we need to select that. There are some predefined base colors. I will be changing it. So the default black is okay, the default white is okay. We will change the accent color. For that we need to check our Figma design. The accent color is the button color. So the color is added. Now we will go to the images. We will add the images by going to the here in the library, and we will upload the images, upload media. To upload the images, I will select all the images from the directory and drag and drop to the editor. To build the header, first we need to check the design. So in the design, we see the navigation at the left hand side, logo at the center, and the button at the right. I will add elements. Click on the add element, or we can click on this plus icon on the left hand side. I normally like to put the things in a box, so I will click a box. When I add a box, the height of the header increases because of the box. So I will reduce the height to 60 pixel, and I will show the toolbar that will help us to align items. So I need to align them at the top, and I will increase the width of this box where I will put the navigation and logos and all in this box. So I will reduce the height of the header too, and in the container on the left hand side we will put the navigation, in the center we'll put the logo, and in the right hand side we will place the buttons. So click on the plus icon, go to the menu and anchor. We need a horizontal menu, so I will select the simple one. You can just drag that and you can paste it in the box. Right now we only have a single menu, so we will be creating a menu. To create a menu, we need pages because this is dynamically shown, or we can add links to the menu. So let's create a menu. So on the left hand side we see pages and menu. Click on that. Right now we have home, we need about, and we need contact. So I will show you how to add a page and how to add a custom link to the menu. So if we see, we have home, about, and contact. So I will create about page. So if the Wix suggests us that different templates to build for the about, I will go with blank page. I will name it about. Done. Now you see in the menu it is automatically added. I will make it small, and the other one I will show you how to add a link. So if you have a custom link redirecting a different page, we can add it here. We can give an address, so I will give my website for now. I will click on done, and we can add the name. So I will contact. And to arrange the menus, we can just simply drag and drop the order. So the menu is done. Now we need to style those. So we don't want the menu to be extending to that. We want it to be like this. So let me make it small, and then we will change the style. we will reduce the padding, horizontal padding to, sorry for that, we will reduce the horizontal padding to 0, vertical padding to 0. Okay, menu fills the whole menu, items fill the whole menu, means if I drag the menu container to the right away at the end, that will do what, it will fill the menu items. If you have two menu or single menu, it will automatically justify them horizontally on this container. So we don't want that, we will use the custom spacing, so we will remove that. Okay, now you see the menu is stacked left hand side, so we will reduce this container size. Control Z to undo everything, or else we can undo it from here. So the menu is added. I will do the styling in a bit. First we need to add a logo here. So the logo which we have, it is a text-based logo. So text-based logo. So we will add that by clicking on Add Element, clicking on Text, clicking on Theme Text. I will go with paragraph heading 6. I will name it to landing as of the design. I will align it to the center. I will do the styling in a bit. For now, I will leave that as it is. If you if you just drag and drop these, if you just select and move the element, you will see a pink line that will show the alignments. Okay, so we can align it by this way, or we can select the element, or we can use the toolbar to align it. So if I select the left align, if you select the center, if you select the right, so we can easily do it. So this is a way. Before we move any further, let us save this progress by clicking on the save button. Once you click on save, it will ask you to name the site. Here I will name the site landing. I will click on save and continue. Don't show this message again, and done. So our site is saved now. Whatever we do, it is automatically saved. You can see the auto save is on. So now let me get to the design again. We see a button on the right hand side. I will add that. I will go to the left hand side to add element button. I will go with the simple button, and I will design it later. So it has added in the center, but we want it into the navbar inside that container. So attach to the box, yes, we want to attach it to the box, and to align we will use this toolbar. All right, now let me quickly style these elements. So first the menu, you see the color of the menu and the font family of the menu is the font size is 14 pixels, sorry. The color is that we have saved it globally. So I will be using our click on the design. By selecting the element, you can select the click on design. It is showing some predefined designs which we have on Wix. We'll not go with that, we will just undo it, and again we will go with the custom design, customize design actually. So we don't want the background for that menu, we don't want borders, we don't want corners, we want the menu text to be changed. So you need to it is menu container is selected by default. We want to change the menu items by selecting the menu items, and by selecting the text. So for now we see custom, we will go with paragraph 3, which is 14 pixel, and we will change the color to the theme color which we have added. So now it looks similar to the design. We have more spacing between the menus, so we will do what, we will increase the size of this, and in the layout we will do what, we will give a horizontal spacing of 36 pixel. Okay, so let me check the font width of this. It is regular, you can see it's regular, so we will leave that as it is. We'll go to the logo. The logo is Roboto black, and it is 26 pixel. So let me select the logo, give a double click so you can see the editor. Double click on the logo to see the designer actually. So it is not bold, it is black. So let me select the black. The color is this, and the font size is 26 pixel, and it has a link, so it will be a link. So I will be selecting to home. So whenever we click on the landing page, we land on this on the logo, we land on this home page. So that is done. When we set any item to link, by default it gives a underline, so we will remove that by clicking the underline in the menu. So that is done. Now the button. So I will select the button first. I will, in the settings for each and every element, we see few options like to link the button to uh, to to make it text only, or we can make it icon plus text or nothing. So we don't want to change anything. We there is a layout, we want it to be left align, center align, right align. We want it into the center align. We will be changing the design of it. So I will again go with customized design. I will change the background color to our theme color. I will change the text to Roboto 14, and it is 14. Everything looks fine to me. I will give a border of 1 pixel, and the color is this. We will have a border radius of 2 pixel. Okay, when the padlock is locked, so that means when I change a value, it will automatically apply those values to the top, right, left, and bottom. And if I unlock this, it will only change the border radius to, like, if I do 20 pixel, see the border radius is only done to the top left hand side. So let me make to only 2 pixels, and will be changing all the directions. Do you want box shadow? We don't want shadows. Do we want a padding? We don't want padding. Do we have icons? We don't want icons. And whenever we are creating any button, it is very obvious that we need to provide a hover effect to them. So in hover effect, when we click on hover, this is a regular state and this is a hover state. When we click on hover, we will do what? We will not change the color, we will give the color as it is. Instead, we will just reduce the opacity to like 80%. The text color will be white. Okay, in hover state also. So the button, the borders, so the borders also we will reduce the opacity to like 80%. Okay, so let me close it. So if you want to preview the hover, click on the preview button. So this will be the hover state. So the header and the navbar is done. Now let us create the first section, which is the hero one. Let us quickly check the design first for the hero section. We see a background image, and in the left hand side we see the content. So I will increase the height for this section to like 800 pixel. I will add an image. So I will select this hero BG image, and I will drag and drop it to the right hand side, make it as the height of the section. Will be making it at the very right hand side. So the image is placed. Now let us place the content. For that, I will create a box. Select the box, select the box here, and let me increase the width of the box. So inside this box we will place all the contents. First is the heading. So I will add the heading by clicking on the add element on the text. and we will add the h1. We will place it inside the box, and I will align it to the top of the box and the center left side of the box. So let me get the content, select all and copy, select all and paste, increase the size, width of this container box container actually heading, and then it will be fixed. Now let me add the paragraph by clicking the plus icon and going to the paragraph. This will be 16 pixel, so I will choose the paragraph 2 and just will place it below the heading. Will also increase the width of it. So let me get the content, select all, copy, paste it here, paste here, and just below that we have two buttons. For the buttons I will also again add a box first, reduce the size of the box and place inside the parent box. We want this box to be at the bottom and at the left hand side. Inside the box we will be adding the buttons, so I will be adding the buttons here. So let me grab the previous button. So I have noticed now that the button height is not same as the design, so let me adjust that. If I select the height of the button, you see the button height is 26 pixels. Okay, so let me make it 20. It is right now 40 pixel, make it 26 pixel, and we will align it to the center. Let me grab this. Also the content is also not changed, so we will be changing it to buy now. So double click on it and change it to buy now. Let me copy that button and we are going to paste it in the box. So if the button is placed elsewhere, we can drag it and drop it into the desired place. So the one button is placed. Now I will duplicate that same button and I will be placing next to it. So one thing, I will give a quick demo like this to drag. This is a drag button and this is a stretch button. The stretch button will increase the height for the box, and the drag button will pull this thing at the top. Okay, and we can also make it at the we can just change the position for this vertically actually of that box. Okay, so we are changing the position, we are dragging the elements, so we will keep that to this. Okay, so now if you check the design, the second button has a bordered outline button, so we will be making it. So to make a outline button, increase the width like 180 and also this to 180. So to make it outlined button, we need to click on the design again, go to customize. I will make the background to transparent. We already have the border. We will change the text color to our color or our side color, and in hover state I think the button looks fine to me. You can just play around and make it the way you want. So now I will change the content very quickly. So double click on it, paste it, content is changed. And if you want to change the link for any button or any text, we can just click on that element and we can add a link here. If you click on link, we have different options to add. Okay, so if I want to add a phone number to it or email to it, you can easily do it, right? So this is how we add the links. Now I will do what? I will reduce the width of this box. So how we are going to do, I will click on the stretch bar at the bottom width is fixed, and for each and every element you see the same drag drag box is there, drag a button is there. So I will select the button and drag it to the top. I will select the button and drag it to the top. By this way, the container size will also, the height of the container will also decrease. Okay, and now as the hero section is almost complete, we must align it to the center vertically. So by selecting the outer container, click on the align button and make it to the center. So with this, we see the container is placed center. Now minor changes to the color of this heading and the paragraph needs to be done. First, let me check if the background is having any color or not. I think the background is having a color of white, so I will be removing the color for the background and making it transparent. Okay, as well as for the bottom one, I will also make it transparent. So let me make it transparent. So it is done. Now change the color of this. So I will be changing it to our global color. Okay. Also, I will be changing it to our default text color. I will do what I have missed a simple thing in the previous lecture, like to add we have shown that how to add custom font families and text to the color. I will do what I will customize the paragraph style. I will select the paragraph one and change the color to our default color. Apply. Also the second, I will change it and make it to our default color. Apply. And again the third. So with this, we don't need to go and change each and every element right away. So if I select now, and if I select the paragraph 3 and unselect another, you can see the color is automatically the desired one. Okay, so let me select the paragraph 2, not 1, 2. Right, so our hero section is done. Now let us just build the second section. To add a section, we can add an element here, or we can just drag the we can click on this section just below the add element. Okay, and then click a blank section. With this, we will see a section is added, but we don't want it to be at the top. We want it to be the bottom of this hero section. So by clicking on this section, you'll see, let me move this to the right left, and you'll see when you hover, you see move arrow buttons. Okay, it cannot go top because beyond that we have the header, so we can move it to the bottom. So I will be clicking on that. You see now it's automatically moved to the bottom. So now also we can increase the height of this section. It was given 1000, so 800. So let me give 1000. 1000 will be used. Let's make 900. And by selecting the image, we can make it to align center, as well as the content to align center. So with this, you see we have placed the elements perfectly. You can save, and if we just preview, we see the zero section is done. Okay, so now let us move to the second section. So first of all, we will check the design. So in the second section, we have the content area in the left hand side, and in the right hand side we have the image. We will do the same. Okay, I will just increase the height of this section to like 800 pixel. Right, it doesn't have any background, so I will not provide any background to this. Instead, I will add two box in this here. So I will do what I will copy the previous box, and I will be pasting it into the previous section. If I didn't copy and paste. So let me check the layers. Okay, that's fine. So the element is not from the keyboard. I'm not able to copy and paste. So what we can do, we can select the toolbar. On the toolbar, you see we can duplicate the layer. Okay, by clicking on that, it says Control D, but when I was doing, was not pasting it. So if I select it again and it says Control C to paste, Control V, it is not copying. It might be a bug, okay, or from some browser issue. So I will do what? I will Control D, duplicate the box and drag and drop it to the second section. I can do it properly. So we have drag it to the second section. We see the design which we see it is built in the width of this design. If I'm able to select the layers, the landing page, it is 1440 pixels, the width of the design. Okay, but by default, and Wix recommends us to build our website inside this container. You see the dotted lines on the both side. So Wix always recommend us to put our element inside the container. But if we follow that, it has a pro and as well as the con. The pro is that if we put everything in this container, our website will look fine and perfect in each and every devices, from a small laptop to biggest big resolution screen. Okay, so and the con is that if we put the con is that, like, the container is very small. You can see the container is, if I increase the width of this, you will see the container width is 980 pixels. So that is very small compared to today's requirement. Okay, so for that reason, we need to put for this actually for this tutorial, we will be putting all this content, all these elements inside this container only. Okay, so I will reduce the width for each and every element of this box, and also reduce the width of the box. And on the right hand side, we have seen that there is an image. Okay, so what I will do, it has a container, right? I will put a container outside of this container, and on the right hand side we will be placing that image. So to add a container, we need to select here, click on the box, click on the container. Okay, and I will just make it this big and just install. Okay, and inside that we will be placing our image. So let me add an image by clicking here. Okay, and you see, okay, or else we can just do what, we can see all the images here at the top. And the image for this is the second section image, so I will be adding it. I will be reducing the size of it, and I will be placing it inside the container. I will increase the size, sorry, not this way, by dragging the corners. So in this way, the image resolution doesn't get cropped. Okay, so I will make it in center. All right, so let me quickly change the content of this. All right, so copy it, paste it here. Okay, so I will be pasting the text area, but the paragraph, it doesn't make any sense because it is loading option, so I will leave that as it is. But in the bottom we don't have any button, so I will be deleting that, and instead of the buttons we will increase the height. We need two cards, actually, small cards. So you see, this is a card where we have the image, title, and the small paragraph. So I will quickly add those by adding a container. The container represents box here. We'll select a box. I will decrease the width of it, decrease the height too, and place it in the container. And I want to align it, so I will be aligned to the left and the bottom. Okay, in here we will place an icon, a title, and a text. After that we will be styling those elements. So to place an icon, we can click on the add icon, or we can directly just click on media, where I will see all my medias from right away. So the icon which we want is this. So let me add it and place this inside this box. I will be reducing the size, so let me get the full size. It is 36 and 36. Okay, so it is 72 for now, so I will be doing 36 and 36. Right, now let me get the title. I will be duplicating it. Okay, so to get the titles, let me copy the title text And if I select the title, you see it has a font size of 16 pixel. So I will be changing it. Okay, so it will be paragraph 16 but bold. Okay, as well as we will change the color in a while. Right, so let me adjust it. The content, align it to the left. Right, this the height is the height of this, and place the paragraph, which is I think the same. So Control D to duplicate and reduce the content to somewhat like this, and then we can just do it too. Right, so I will just click on this button here on the element and drag and drop it to make it small. So you see the card is small card is built. Now I will just duplicate it and I will place right next to it, and I will just increase the width of this bit. Right, so anyone can build a website in Wix if they know how to drag and drop elements, how to change the just play around with the thing, like to make it big, small. That is the main thing to fit to match the design. So I will get the color here. Color is this. So let me quickly change the color of those. So this is the color we want. We'll also change this to the color. I think this is all that needs to be done. Okay, and one more thing, as we have placed the image in a container, I will do what I will make the container size same, sorry, not edit, same as the image, and I will place all this in a wrap, sorry, in a wrap. Okay, in a container, the whole content. So for that I need to add a content. I will be adding a box. We'll be placing the box somewhere like here, making the width same match as the container, and increase the height of it. Why I'm doing is because when we start to like add elements, then this will be very helpful for us, so to align items actually. Right, so I will drag this and place it inside the container. Now we'll place the container in the section, and I can just easily now make it center align and align item center for this section. So the height for this section I will be giving to 100. This is not taking 100 because by default it is the last point where the content can go. So again I will make it to 800. Right, so I will make it like this and give it a, I think 850 would be good, and then the container will be vertically aligned. Right, vertically aligned. This is 850 and the container is vertically. So for the image we will do what, we will select the container and I will be vertically aligning it and making it the top. Again, to select the container, okay, what we can do, we can click on the layers and select the container by this way, and then we can make it vertically aligned, and as well as on the right side. So we see the content is done, and inside this also we can get vertically aligned. So right, with this we can see we have placed the content successfully into the second section. We need to change the font size of this. So the font size for this is 36 pixel, and it is not bold, it is medium. So let's make it 56, and for medium we see a medium on robot font medium. Okay, so again because the heading was taking some space, now again we need to align it to the center. Right, so this section is I will reduce the height of it. The height is huge. I will reduce it. I will select the container for this image and make it to the center again. Now it looks fine to me because the spacing is fine now. Okay, so this is ideal. So now let us move to the third section. If you see the design now, the third section, the fourth and fifth are similar. So if I build the third section successfully, then the rest the two sections will be done just by duplicating the sections. Okay, so I will just add a section by clicking to add a section. So we will go with the blank section. So this is a blank section which we want, and we will just move the section to the down. Okay, so for this section we will give a height of 700. Okay, and we will just copy this container, above container, duplicate it, and just drag and drop to the third section. Okay, here we will do few changes. Okay, we need the image on the right hand side, so I will select the image. What I will do, I will first of all select the container and give a breathing space top and bottom of it. We can select the container by clicking on it. So I will do what, I will just drag, don't need to drag also, we can do what, we can select this and make it to the right align. Okay, so for now I will select the left hand side, the content wrap, make it to the right. Okay, and to go and select the image, make it to the left. Right, with this, so you can see if this container, this content box, the container, actually what Wix says, if content box was not added, so we couldn't, we would not be able to do this these things in efficient manner. Okay, so you can understand that now by watching me do it. Okay, so by making this inside a container, we can easily change the directions and all, if you know it, right? So I will be changing this image by clicking the image and change the image to this is the first image, right? So I will select this image. Okay, if the image looks like this now, so you can do what, you can click on the image, not the image, sorry, we can do the settings and we can reset the image proportions. So once we click the image proportions, so it will automatically resize to the resize to its original state, right? So now quickly change the content, so the content is same. We don't have this bottom section, which I will be removing now by selecting the containers. Select the container. If the container is selected, we don't have a parent container for those, so I will be deleting those. Okay, here also we can do what, we can select those containers and make it a group element. So right, by this we can easily manage them, right? This is that is also a other way to manage the elements, if you like. Okay, so I have selected the container now, and I will make it to the center line. I will make this container first set, and the image also vertically aligned, right? And we might reduce the height of it. Let me reduce the height for it. Okay, right, now I think fine. The image, maybe select the layers and then container. So everything is supposed to select the container and also the content here, so to make it align center. And container look fine, but this container needs to be in center and this image needs to be in center. I will also, because if you see the design, it has a space between the image and the content, as well as you need to keep in mind this Figma design, the container size is huge, okay, as compared to Wix container, default container. So we will not have this much gap as the design. So I will just reduce it to this, so the container. So by this we can achieve the design, not exactly the same, but it will be perfect, I think. Okay, so now duplicate this section. Okay, just now ready to replace, because the content is same. I see the fourth image. Okay, if you see the image is cropped, so you can do what, click on the setting icon and then click on reset image proportions. So this will change the image to the original set, and again duplicate the section. So in the last section we see here, we see a button. So I will just simply copy and paste our excuse me, sorry for that. So I will duplicate it and will drag it to the bottom. So the copy and paste is not working, I don't know why, or else it would or it wouldn't take me to drag and drop and make it bring this thing at the very bottom. So what I will do, I will increase the container size, and then I will be pasting the button in the bottom of this. This will be just like this, and we need to align it to the center now. So also we need to change the image to the fifth one. This is the fifth image. Let's select it and we will focus it. So by this we can see our these sections are completed. So this is the time we save the project again. It is auto save, but it's human nature to save save the things, right? So I will be publishing it for the first time. You see I have published the thing and we can view the site. So this will be the domain. Here we see our design. Okay, so all the sections are built now, they are properly aligned. Okay, so here we see we need to reduce the width a bit, as well as I think the image we need to do it in a different way. I will show you in some time how we are going to handle that. Okay, so it's asking us to go to the mobile version right now, so we will not do it now. I will do it later after we complete the footer altogether. So now after these three sections, we have a section with pricing, right? So let us build that. If we see, we have the continuation of the same title, header, paragraph. We have a different font size here. Rest all the things are similar. So let us build by adding a section again, blank section again. What is wrong actually? Previously when I was adding if I select this section and if I add a section, it would automatically be at the bottom of this, but I don't know if there is an update or a bug with Wix. I am not really aware of it, so I will just move it to the bottom of it. Okay, so this is the section which we will be adding, which we will add the content. Okay, so I will increase it, like I will give a width of height of 1200 pixels, because we need to add a background to it. Okay, so I will select this section, I will change the background to image, right? And this is the default, this is the images provided by Wix. So I will go for my images in site files. I will see a background. I have uploaded the background here. I will change it. Okay, so the background will be added, and then we will just do a small changes in the settings. So changes which we need. Okay, we want our image to be at the top, at the very top. I will make the image to original. So with this we can achieve our design. You see, right? Now we have the contents in a box, right? So what I will do, I will just duplicate this box, copy and paste. It's not working, I don't know why. If I copy from here and paste it, then it is working, but from the keyboard it is the browser or what, I am not aware why it is not doing the copy and paste. So I will duplicate it and just drag it to the center of this section. We will change the height. For now it looks huge, so we will do it. So first of all we will change the content, a price that suits everyone, and this is center align, this is also center align. So we will align it to the center. We will also increase it at the bottom. Here we will just duplicate this and place it in the center, and like it was $40, right? We'll increase the font size to 50 pixel, right? We have small text, so I will duplicate it, not copy and paste. It's not working. I will just get the copy. There's the copy here. We'll just drag this and position it just below the price. Again I will select the button and make it move it to the bottom. Now wow, worked. Why this section, this thing is not working? Let me copy again. Worked. I don't know, there might be some bug in the browser or in the editor now. I don't know why. Sometime it is working on, sometime you have seen that I have tried a lot can see the keystrokes, right? I will just try to match the design, copy the content. I will change the color. I think the color is different here. I will not make this color global because it is used only once. So for that we can just add a color here, just paste it and apply. So this color will be applied. We have purchase now. Changing it to purchase now. Sorry for that. So you can see the height for the button is 31 pixels, right? But if we see now, the height is 26 pixels. So I will increase the height of this and make it center, bottom aligned, and increase the width to like 200 pixels. What is the height here? It's 189. So I will do what? I will make it 190. Okay, fine. Make it to the center. So I think this section is pretty much done. We can reduce the height, right? And we can also make it center now. So with this, I think we have done with this section. So sorry for that awful sound. Hopefully you have understood the basics of Wix with this tutorial. If you have liked so far, this I don't want to say it, but you know, to reach more people, to make a community, actually, to help other people's recommend people's like other people's this video. We need likes, we need comments, we need to subscribe, we need to get subscribers in my channel, right? So YouTube has this algorithm too. I don't know what algorithm they are using, but they have very good algorithms. I've increased the width of this because they were looking very small. So just let me take and the container, right? So also I will increase the gap between them. We see we see one more gap. Okay, we can align now the center, and that looks fine to me. Now let us move to the footer. So this is the footer. If you select the layers, now you see I have in the footer section, which is a global one. This is global, this is not global, this is global, this is global, which is highlighted in orange. These are not global, which is highlighted in blue. So this small detail from Wix that helps a lot to understand, like, because in most of the websites we see they share the common header and footer for all the different pages, right? So here we are now. So what I will do, I will just quickly just give a look to our footer, how it is made. So here we see there are two parts of the footer. One is the top part and one is the bottom. In the bottom we see the navigation on the left and the social icons on the right. And on the top hand side we see the company name, the copyright text and logo and the button. So let's build. First of all, let me grab the background color of it. So this is the background color. I think this color is saved globally. So what I like to do, you have understood now till now, that I like to add containers. Okay, so this is for the top container. I will make it align item center, left, and top align, and 970 is the 970, or what is the width of the container? I forgot actually. Close this layout. It's 980 the container size. So the container for the Wix. Okay, you can see the dotted lines to both sides. So inside here we will place our copyright text, the logo, and the button. So we will be adding, we can just copy this text, copy and paste. Now it's not working. Copy and paste. This was working a few times ago, few seconds ago. We'll be pasting in the footer and inside this box. So left align, and for the footer we will give a footer background. Background will be, let me add the colors from here. Grab this color, paste, this color, not just this color here, right? Okay, so I select the colors, right? Yes. Okay, this is the color for the footer. Will not need it. We can make this left align, not center align, left align. Just reduce the width of it. We can just quickly copy the logo. This is a text-based logo. Can copy it, paste it in the. Now it is copying. I have to say why sometimes it doesn't copy, sometimes it copies. We'll just copy and paste it again. Okay, working now. I will right align it. I will now decrease the height of this. Okay, so make this the elements at the top. So let me select the container. Where is the container? Oh, the container is gone. Let me undo this. Here is the container. What happened to the container? We will add this inside the container. This to inside the container. Right now everything is inside the container. Okay. So what I will do, I will just make them the top of the container, the top of the container, and reduce the to make it fit content. That is what I'm doing. No, I don't want a section. Okay, the button also align item center, and now we have the container. Okay, so now we can just drag the container, so we can just increase the footer height, right? So I believe now the design looks to the same as Figma, not same exactly, but similar to that. So to add a line, we can use a container box. We can do it in a multiple way. For simplicity, I will go with the lines. I will drag and drop the lines. Actually, what happens now? A line. If I put a line, you will see a extra space on the line. Okay, on every line. So the container size is 980 pixels. I will be giving that. I will be making it center line. I will be quickly changing the color of it. So I will use this same color and make the opacity to like 20%. Right now I see it is taking shape now, and again the last our last uh, element for the footer. I will copy and paste this element here, container here, and place it here. I will delete this logo. I will delete this button. I also delete this text, and I will place a navigation here. So to add a navigation, you need to go to the menus. We want a horizontal navigation for now, so I will add a horizontal navigation. What happened? Sorry for that. Let me fix it and come back. Sorry for that hiccup. Let me add a menu again. So I've added the menu. I will be placing the menu here. What I can do now, actually this is not Webflow. We can copy and paste the nav menu where we have these stylings. We will copy this menu. If it's we are going to paste it here, so we see the menu is pasted. I will increase the height of it so we get a breathing space. We'll make it left align and to the top. We'll quickly change the background color of it because that was the header had a background color of white, so we didn't realize that it had a background color. If we go to the top, the header background color is white, so we didn't realize that the menu had a background color. So we will go and make it transparent. That is not necessary, but in future if we change the design, then it will not be looking nice. And For the social icons, we have especially component element made in Wix. So here we see the socials. We will use this that is familiar to the icons which we have. I will click here. I will just drag it to the bottom of this container and just make it right align. So for now, I will leave all the elements to even the Twitter, TikTok, okay, inside this box, and I will just reduce the footer size a bit. Also, it aligned. Okay. So I think hopefully we have completed the desktop version of it. So again, I will save it and publish it. So let me click on done. So what is happening here now in this section? If I publish and if you see the site, the image which we want in our hero section is not up to the mark because it needs to be done in a background. And if you see that if I add a background to my first section, the hero section. So what is happening now? I will explain you because I know what is happening. You can see if the background comes, it takes some time. Okay, the background. Now you see the background has covered. Okay, and if I go to the settings for that, if I make it tile also, it will always take up the whole screen. We don't want it, right? We want our background to be up to limited to the 50%. That is not happening because the way we have exported our images from the Figma file. Okay, if you see, we go at the top, and the way we have exported the image, this image from the Figma file is making that thing. Because the to explain this, we need to understand that the width for the website that differs on different screens. Okay, so the size for the background image is totally dependent on the size of the uh, window or the screen where you are seeing the background, where you are looking the background at. Okay, so for that we need to do some modifications in that image. So I will quickly open my Photoshop and I will make a new image of, I will give an image width of 1920 1080 pixels, right? And I will import the image. Okay, let me pause it and import the image. Now I have imported the image. Let me take this image to our width. So you see the image is huge actually. So I will transform it. Okay, to reduce and fit it to the image, right? So I will increase it. Okay. So the image is done. Now I will just change the background, move this background and delete, or we can delete the background. So now I will be exporting the image, save, right? I will be saving in png. Okay, and background full pg full, right? Save it. Now save, right? Now let us import this image in the Wix. Now that the image is imported, added in my assets, I will do what? I will select this section and change the background and change the image and select my newly created image and place that, change the background. And if I delete now the image which I have placed, you'll see we have achieved our required design, required fill. So I will, it's not scale, I will make it original. Original will also not take, we will make it tile. I will also not be fitting. I will fill and then keep the height of net 30 pixels, right? So with this we see now the image is a background image now, and we just make it align center. All right, and if we just now publish the website, okay, and refresh, you will not see this. It takes time to publish thing, publish and not publish, right? And just refresh. Okay, now you see the image is we can see the image as expected as the design. That was a quick fix, right? And pretty much I have completed the design. Now we will go to the responsive part. Okay, so let us create the responsive design. Let's begin with the responsive design. For Wix, we don't have multiple responsive devices to build to work with as compared to Elementor, as compared to Webflow till now. We see only single device for mobile. Okay, and Wix fixes actually whatever we do in this only one device. It automatically takes the design and renders in all the devices, right? So to start editing your site in responsive, just select the mobile one. Once we select, we see Wix does the job pretty much well. You can see it is almost done from the Wix perspective. They have already made them responsive. So only few things which we need to do here is to like remove this button from here. We will do what? We will just reduce the size of this and make it left align in the mobile, and we will give a padding. There is a padding of 10 pixel, and we will make it 60 pixel of box width, and box will be top aligned. Okay, and the hamburger menu will be middle center aligned, and also will be vertically center aligned. So this is the actual header. Inside that we had a container which we have made custom, and then we can just drag this header. So this will be our header. And now if you want to see how the menu looks, you need to give a double click on this. So this will how the menu look like when it opens. Okay, so what I think that it looks fine for this small project, but I will do what I will make it. I will change the template actually to right side, make the elements line to text line to left hand side, also reduce the font size to like 16 pixel. Okay, and also reduce the height of this. So by this we can also see our content on the website and also see the sidebar. Okay, so to close this you can just click outside of that, or you can uh, exit the menu one. Okay, just click outside the outside anywhere, it will automatically close. Now for the mobile, we see it is aligned in the center. We will give some breathing space, will increase the height of it, and we will make it, sorry, not this, the container to align with this logo, and just reduce the font size to like 26 pixel. Also to the left, font size to be like 14 pixel. Align, I will reduce the size for text size of this like to 14. I will make it 13. Also reduce the height to like 30 pixel and width to like 160 pixel. Make it left line. Also for the same for this outline button, 30 pixel. Font size will be 15 pixel, left align. Okay, so this looks fine for me. I will just drag this up a bit, and in this section we will not use the background. Up to the left, to the bottom, or we will not, we will just leave that as it is and decide. Let the Wix decide how they want to render our button. Also increase the width of this content to, right. So now let us come to the second section. uh, if you are following along for a long time, so you might know that in Wix basically we just drag and drop the drag and drop and change the alignments to make the website. Okay, What about I make them same width and just increase the height of it. So you must have a keen eye to the design if you are trying to build a website in Wix. I will reduce this to 13 pixel. This font size to 13 pixel. So both looks fine to me. Now let us go to the second section where I will increase the width to this. So if I select the first container now, you will see it has 290 width. Okay, and if I select the section, you will see by default it is 320. So for the mobile, Wix recommends that we design in the lowest media quality like 320. Okay, and if I think we'll give a make it freezes not freeze disappear, and it will come up when we scroll out. This will be the action for the header, and I will increase the width of it. So the paragraph, so decrease the font size to like 20 pixel, 14 pixel. This will be left align, will also be a left align. Will make some space between them, push the size to 14. Right, looks fine to me. Now the image will make the image to like, what is the size of this container? 390, right? So I will make it 390. So I keep a width of 390. Right, so this looks fine to me. Let me move to this the third section. Give a space here, give a space here. Make the container size to 390, 290, sorry. Make it horizontally aligned to this center, and the image to 290. Right, the font size to like 20 pixel to 14 pixel. Right, so we'll also width of this 290. Same goes for this section. I will fast forward these two sections. Let us move to the pricing section where we will do what? We will reduce the we will make the background to bottom and spacing to be at 320 to the top. So okay, and now if I reduce the content, then it will be visible in the center line and increase the size of generic elements. Okay, so I will reduce the size to 20 pixel. Same here, 14 pixel. Also reduce this to like 26. So 14, 14. Okay, put this and reduce this text to 13 pixel. Also the height to 30. Okay, and we can align them horizontally. So if we keep some spacing, see, now it looks fine. And for the footer, what we'll do, we will make this text center, also the logo is center and this container center. So I will just keep some breathing space to the footer. Okay, and for the border also, the top and the bottom section, where is the nav menu in the footer, I will add those because automatically some elements gets hidden in the mobile. You see, whatever you delete in this mobile, it automatically goes to this hide. You can see hide icon in the left hand side, and this taskbar also changes when we go to the mobile version. Okay, all right, so I will quickly do the changes in the footer. Reduce the font size to like 13 pixel, reduce the logo size to be like 20 pixel, give some space between them, give some space between them. Also reduce the font size of this like button to 13 pixel, no 13.13. So reduce the height to like 30 pixel. So I will also make it like this. Right, looks fine to me. I will also reduce the size for the social icons to like 24 pixel. Fine, and it is fine to me. Make it center align. Also increase the footer to see where did our nav menu go. So if I select the container, the social icons, where is the navigation? So the navigation is not present in our footer. Let us go to the desktop and check if the navigation inside the. So we see the inside the container we had a horizontal menu, and bottom we had the social icon, right? But if we go into the mobile and we see the last container, we only have the social bar, right? So if it allows to add the menu, it doesn't allow us to add a menu in the footer. So what we can do, we can just simply add a text and put a link on that. For now I will not be doing that. Okay, I will just reduce the size of it. I will also reduce the footer size. So I think almost our website is complete and it is responsive now. So if I publish site, view mobile site, for to view a mobile site we need a smartphone to view a mobile site, which I will be doing, which you are not able to see. Okay, just give me a second, let me check it from my end. It looks fine, looks perfect. What we can do, we can use this link here, we can refresh it. Actually Wix has a engine like whenever we take anything in the mobile in our developer console. Okay, so you see it is perfectly done. So that is the wrap up of this video. Hope you liked the video, hope you like my teaching, right? If you don't like it, then also I recommend you to please comment it down, right? So from that I can improve my improve my ways to teach you better, right? I'm trying to actually teach each and everyone who is new to web development. And one small speech which I'm going to give is that in today's world, if we learn like how to build a website in HTML, CSS, React, or Next.js, that is not satisfactory for the companies. Okay, because these new technologies like this Wix, Framer, Webflow, Elementor, these are the modern technologies. They make the web designing experience far more easier for the end users. Okay, so more and more businesses go online, they need their website, they need their business in the internet. So they try to make their website in a way like in a way that they can manage it by themselves if they are not technical also. Okay, if a client because I am dealing with clients personally, I'm working for a MNC, so I know the clients, they don't want us to code nowadays. Okay, they don't want us to code, they want us to build the main pages like the landing pages or any other. If there is a web application, obviously it needs to be it needs to be done in a technology like from the backend or front end technologies. Okay, but front-end technologies like by means of React, Angular, or different front-end Laravel, Blade, or back-end technologies with the help of them. But what if they want to build a landing page for that company? Okay, what if they want to make a website for that company? Okay, so they need a website they can manage easily. Okay, so with this drag and drop, they can easily now, if we build a website in this Wix or in Webflow or in Framer, they can now easily go and change the content as they like. Okay, so that are the advantages, and that are the things which the modern developers, they are not understanding, right? And no one is going to tell you that. They are only just going to tell you that you, if you learn HTML, CSS, then you're going to get a job. That you are wrong, right? You need to learn all these technologies. It is very simple. If you are familiar with HTML and CSS, okay, and JavaScript, then this will be nothing to you. Okay, that is my my thinking. Actually, you can agree or disagree on that, right? You can free to discuss each and everything in my comment box. I would happy to be answer. I would be happy to see different prospects what they think. One more thing I want to quickly show is like what happens in some landing pages. If I make this full screen now, right, remove this and reload the page. What happens in modern websites, like if there is a landing page, it's a single page. If we want to see the pricing, if I add a menu of pricing here, once click on this pricing menu, we will be scrolled down to that section. So how we are going to we can achieve that, I will be just quickly demonstrating it. Okay, so I will do what, I will go to the pricing section. Okay, here this has you can see I have named it. So first of all, let me quickly rename it pricing section, right? So we will see the URL for it. So I will copy the URL. Okay, that's not necessary in Wix. Okay, you can, that's not necessary in Wix to copy the URL. There are ways that we can make a menu. Then we go here, we go to the menus, page and menus, and the left hand side, click on add menu items, click on section. You see a section here, click on the section. In this home page, which page we want to go this menu, in this home page only, and we will select our section, the pricing section. Click on done. Okay, so we will give the name to pricing, right? The menu is broken, we will quickly fix it by dragging it, right? So we'll reduce the size of it, make it center line, and we will also reduce the spacing for it, right? So to give the spacing, click here, customize. We have these menu items. I think it is no menu item. We have the layouts. Okay. Okay, we see there is a horizontal padding of 36. So that was what I was looking for. I will reduce it to 20, and also the container size to height to 60 pixel, right? So with this way, if I now at the bottom also, this is all dynamically added. So I will increase the size of it, so reduce the size to it, height of it, right? Also these icons, I will be quickly resizing them to like 30 pixel is fine to 30 pixel, and make it right line. So I will save it and I will quickly publish it. Okay, so now if I refresh, all right, refresh again, that is published. Refresh again. I think now we see the pricing section. If I click on the pricing, we will be redirected to the pricing section. So this is a small thing, but I hope it helped you. Okay, so this is the end of the tutorial. So please give some response to it, so that will encourage me to build these contents further. Thank you for your time, and thank you. If you have made this far, then I hope you have learned something from it. Sayonara.